Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Niecy, the beauty icon. Today I have my friend Keisha and she's getting the mullet, y'all. Y'all seen this style trending everywhere. So this will be my first time ever attempting to do this style. So now we're going to go in and make sure that that foundation is secure and sure. We want to make sure that our braids have a good tight pattern to them, not tight where it's pulling the hair, but not loose either. Because sometimes when the braids are too loose, the glue adheres to the hair and then it allows the braids to unravel with hair strands in the glue. So we want to make sure that our braids are tight. And I'm going over her hair with a cap, and then I'm going to use my weave protectant to make sure that everything is protected. Now, guys, I want to show you what pattern I used when I got ready to do this mullet. So right here, you're seeing me drawing the lines, and this is going to separate the long pieces from the short pieces. And I'm going to do basically the same thing on the other side and just try to make sure that I even out the lines to give us that actual, what you call it? Actual preciseness that we need. So I'm going in and I'm making sure that you guys really see these lines so you get a good understanding on how to track your hair when you're doing the mullet. So once this is complete, we're going to go ahead and start placing our tracks. Now see that I'm going on the side of the first little mark that I made. I'm going to go in and do these tracks from the nape area on up to the sides. And we're going to all the way to her hairline. So you guys see that I'm actually using the Empire 27 piece hair. And I started with the middle ring, which I think is the 2-inch hair. And then I followed it with the 3-inch hair on the top. I didn't even touch the 1-inch hair. So again, because I didn't capture the video before I started on the other side, I want to show you guys how I started those tracks in the back. So we're just pretty much repeating the same thing. Here I'm still using the 2-inch pieces and I'm just going up on the side. And once I get to a place where I can connect the hair, I'm just going to go straight across. So even though this is my first time trying this, I've been looking at them. Different people do them different ways. Of course, they have so many variations to the mullet. I just always encourage people to create your own style when it comes down to styling the hair. But long as you have a basic idea of what to do and how to do it, you shouldn't have any problems or feel bad for not really achieving a particular look because, we as stylists are artists, so we create whatever we feel. So keep in mind, there's no right or wrong way to do hair as long as it's neat and good quality. So I want to make sure that this portion was slowed down so you guys can get a good look at how I trim the hair. And I like to make sure that the hair is in between my fingers so I can feel how much is being cut off. And that way it kind of helped me gauge not to overcut the hair, especially with the razor comb, because sometimes it does slip. So you want to make sure that you're holding that hair as you're getting ready to cut around the perimeter of the neckline or the face line, the hairline. So once we complete this side, of course, we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. But here you see me holding straight hair bundles, which is the Empire hair. And I have a 10-inch bag of hair. So as I get ready to start this track placement, I'm using short pieces and then I'm gradually widening the pieces as we go up. But the lines already are marked off, and you see me doing like a slight curvature on the ends where it's making almost like a U shape. And that just allows the hair to overlap the hair that's already placed in place with the shorter pieces. So you want to make sure you create that U pattern almost in that middle to make sure that no tracks are exposed. So as I go in, I'm going to work my way to the top until I get to a stopping place. And now you're seeing me start in the front. So once I do the front, I'm not putting the hair like right up on the tracks. I got a little space in between, but once I get to a place where I can spiral the hair, I'm doing that as well, so I can get to a place where I can kind of create that closure piece. So you want to close it as tight as you can before you create your closure. And right here, I'm showing you guys I had to split the tracks right here. And then I'm doing it on the side of, I'm gluing the sides. And then the glue, you don't want to put so much glue that the glue oozes out of the weft. So you're going to roll it down, down to the size that you think that closure space is. Once you have it together, you just part the middle of that closure and flatten it as much as you can so it's not lumpy. And then you're going to go in and place it in that same particular place. And you see I was showing you guys that no tracks are exposed, no glue is exposed in that little closure piece. So now that we have everything in place, I'm pretty much cutting layers. Like I'm starting with a short to long, or we'll say like a more of a, not stack, more of a gradual cut. Because I want this to be layered in this area, but I still want it to have that tail look on the end. So I'm just going in, kind of grazing the hair, having the shorter pieces on top, of course, and the longer on the bottom. And I just want to make sure that everything is even. And of course, you want to keep that consistency throughout the back. And we want to make sure that we maintain that length, but also provide some movement with the layers. So now that we're working our way to the front, we're going to pretty much just cut out the perimeter and get that base line going. Once we have the baseline, we're going to even out the other side, and then we're going to go in and cut some layers. Now for all the beginners, if you struggle creating the layers, always start with the back and pull the back forward, and that will give you a guide on your layers. But you want to make sure that your layers end up with the base length that we started with. So now that we have everything systematically cut, we're going to go in and just kind of chop it up a little bit and thin out those ends so everything is not blunt and heavy. Now we're going to wrap the hair, put her under the dryer, mold it down, and once she's dry, we can start curling. So here I'm using the Stay by Straight Request. You know, this is my go-to product. I use this on every style, guys. Sometimes, well, most of the times, I don't even have to use any oil in the hair because Stay offers a shine as well as a hold, and it gives you that soft and firm hold. Whatever way you want to go with that hold, Stay will get you there. So I love this product. I endorse it. I sell it. If you want to check out my website, you can go purchase you some right now. But here I'm just doing a basic curl. You see I started with like a little slight spiral on the bottom, but now I'm going in and just doing pretty much a bump curl on the top portion of her hair. And I don't want anything too heavy. I just want everything to kind of have a flowy, volumized look. So I'm giving her some big barrel curls with a little spiral, with a little bump. So here's the finished look. Now we're just going to go in and play with that hair and make it what we want it, how we want it. I think it turned out really nice. And y'all, I'm styling the back, and I forgot to turn her around, but I'm going to show you guys what the back look like. But the top is so versatile. You can do whatever to the top, guys. And especially when the cut is right, you can just go in and use your finger to style it however you want to. I call it finger play, which might sound a little crazy, but that's what I call just kind of playing the hair with your fingers. But yeah, I love it. It turned out really, really pretty. She loved it. And here's the final look, guys. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit your post notification button for more updates. And always remember that Jesus loves you. See you guys next video. You be blessed.